Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday to you all. Yeah, I'm live. What's up? It is Friday, September 27th. September is literally ending before we fucking know it. What's up, everyone? I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday. Hope you all looking forward to your weekends. Hopefully your teams get wins and you guys hit your parlays and all that stuff. But yes, we are live. Well, I'm live here with the first episode. I guess it's like a pilot, if you get what I'm saying here, for SmackDown TakeDown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. Let me know what you all think of that wonderful, wonderful logo. Let me know what you think of this background that you're about to see that the stream is on in just a moment. Let me remove this graphic here. There you go. You see me? Let me just remove myself so you can see how this looks nice, huh? Looks fucking nice. Yeah. What's going on, everyone? Hope you all having a wonderful day, like I just mentioned before. But that being said, yeah, man, Chief. Dag, Steve Hunter went in at you, huh? Yeah, he did. A post SmackDown review. This is new. Yeah, this is like a pilot right now. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, the way this goes, I might do this on a weekly base. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, SmackDown recap here. This is the SmackDown takedown. Now, the reason for this is simple. If you have been a long time subscriber of the channel, you would know on Tuesdays we do a show called the Raw Rundown. But being that there wasn't an episode, and if you remember on SAD yesterday, which, by the way, if you have not checked out, you can go and check out, right? It's in the archive of this channel. Paul joined us, the investor. Paul, the investor, joined us, and he tore into me. He let me have it, like literally yelled at me. He was very, very upset, and deservingly so. He had every right to be upset. At the end of the day, I felt like I really disappointed him by not doing a Raw rundown. But here I am. I'm making up, basically. I want to make things right here. So he wanted me to do a SmackDown takedown show, a SmackDown post show, if you will. So, Paul, if you're watching, I know you're busy right now with a lot of stuff going on, as you should. I want you to know that I apologize. I'm very, very sorry. You know, um, thank you, Chief. Logo and background is clean. WWE should have hired you. Yeah, I mean, man, can you imagine, bro? If they hired me, can you imagine, bro? What I do, man? Oh man, ah, we'll see. Oh, I just want to. I just can't. I'm just thinking about it right now. But anywho, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media with all your friends out there. If you guys want to become an ATP channel member, it's only $2.99 a month. You get all these perks that you see here. You get a priority reply to all the comments that you see in the chat. You get to be part of the ATP gaming roster. You get to also join us for the throwback watch along that we'll be doing real soon, now that we're in the spirit of bad blood and all that stuff and the war games and all that. And also you get to join us for our special members only streams. Hit the join button if you want to become a channel member. It's only $2.99 a month. Or if not, if you're on a mobile device, if you're on the YouTube portion right now, if you're on YouTube right now, in the description box, you will see a link that will direct you to becoming a channel member if you do not see the join button. But SmackDown's officially over with, like 16 minutes ago or so. And I thought overall I enjoyed myself. I thought overall SmackDown was a very good kick-ass show, getting me to be very excited for Bad Blood. And overall, I thought the story here, the dynamic here of Kevin Owens just real soon, just ready to snap at Cody Rhodes. It's happening, y'all. Just bear with us here, and I can't wait for it. I really, really cannot wait for it, and all that stuff. We had Bayley and Naomi going at it as well. to determine who would face Queen Naya for the women's championship at Bad Blood. And once again, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, match number 6, went out there and tore the house down. Many are saying it is probably the best match of the series so far, and I tend to agree, but that's just my opinion. But let me know your thoughts also in the chat, as well as we talk about everything that went down on SmackDown here tonight. But again, we're on the road to Bad Blood, which I think is happening next week in Atlanta. But again, let's get into the show. Let's get the ball rolling here. Goddamn. So the show kicked off with Randy Orton, and he basically saying that he found it odd that Cody Rhodes agreed to team with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood. If you guys remember, last week we saw Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at Georgia Tech going face to face and just letting out what they felt and all that stuff. And Randy Orton is just, still wondering why. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it, right? It still makes sense too. Like the fact that both guys, that being Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, right, for so long have been getting nothing but just dragged through the mud by the bloodline. And now all of us, and again, they went out of their way to help Cody. And now all of a sudden, here we are, and Cody Rhodes turns around and now teams up with Roman Reigns. So for someone like Randy Orton, for someone like Kevin Owens, makes no sense. But here we are, right? So Randy calls him out. He calls out Cody Rhodes, and basically Rhodes appeared, and he said that while he was hesitant about teaming with Roman, but said that the new version of the bloodline needed to be killed, and hoped Orton did not have a problem with that. Being that, again, Randy Orton is called the Legend Killer, and this is supposedly the legend of this new bloodline, and it needs to be killed per Cody Rhodes. And Orton did not have a problem with that. Orton responded by saying that it will be no problem unless Rhodes made it a problem, being that everything's cool, but if Cody Rhodes decides to, make it an issue or something, or do something that, could trigger something here, then it will be a problem. And then Kevin Owens interrupted. But then all of a sudden, they were interrupted by the bloodline of Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu. And Sikoa said he was happy all three of them were in the ring before things broke up. And Sikoa told Rhodes he better hope Roman Reigns could trust him, because Orton and Owens would not be enough to stop the bloodline. And the only reason he was teaming up with the Reigns was that Owens and Orton could continue to let him down, because they continued to let him down. And then after this, Kevin Owens had enough. He's like, let's make a tag team match. Let's make it official. Tag team match, right? Orton and Kevin Owens versus the team of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. But then Cody, being the, hey, there's 6 of you guys and there's 3 of you and 3 of us. Why not make it a 6-man? And then Owens cut him off. Like, you know what? With all due respect, no offense, you made your choice. You picked your partner in Roman Reigns. You got the tag team match at Bad Blood. You let me, that being Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton take care of this one. If you're Cody Rhodes, it's like, really? Okay. He did not expect to hear that. Overall, I enjoyed the segment for what it was. It got people wondering here. Okay, again, Randy Orton calling out Cody. You were still seeing this thing where Owens is still mad. He is still feeling some type of way about Cody Rhodes teaming up with Roman Reigns. And Randy Orton and Kevin Owens now teaming up to take on the team of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. And again, you're just waiting for it. You're waiting for the moment that Cody Rhodes gets turned on by Kevin Owens. We also saw later in the night Kevin Owens gave Cody simple instructions because, again, Cody Rhodes, he sees it. He sees that Owens is upset about all this stuff, right? And Orton just gave, my bad, Kevin Owens gave Cody Rhodes simple instructions. Stay in the back. Tonight in the main event, you do not come out. You stay in the back. Do not come out at all. Let me and Orton take care of this. And as Kevin Owens left, Orton told Cody, hey, listen, man, I understand that Owen told you to stay in the back, but if the Tongans come out, it's going to be, a disadvantage. So please show up. Give us a hand. I'll talk to Kevin. I don't think he did. But it looks like if you saw the ending of the show there, it looks like Kevin Owens did not get the memo from Randy Orton. So what are we doing here? But nevertheless, that was the opening segment. I enjoyed it for what it was. From there, we got we saw backstage. We saw Nia Jax confronted Tiffany Stratton backstage, choking her regarding not being there to stop Nia Jax from being pinned. And Stratton says she was hurt and apologized, but Jax responded that if this ended badly for her, it would end badly for Stratton too. So you see that look in Stratton's face like, I should do something about this. And likely hinting at potential cash-in, right? We'll see how that goes too. But we did get the number one contenders match to determine who would face Nia Jax. We had Bayley and Naomi, and I thought overall they had a very good back-and-forth match. There was a moment in the match where Naomi hit a corkscrew to the outside. Everyone just got some good near falls here. Just good back and forth. The crowd was into this as well. And when it was all said and done, Bayley picked up the W, hitting the belly to belly, and then the diving elbow for the 1-2-3. So Bayley is going to go on to challenge Nia Jax at Bad Blood for the women's title. And you saw as the whole thing was going down, right? You see Naomi leaving the ring. She seemed very upset. You find out later on in the night, it was all good because at the end of the day, the better woman won in Naomi's eyes, right? Again, it was a good match. They gave it their all. And we see later in the night, as Naomi's leaving, Tiffany Stratton gets in her face, pokes some fun. And Naomi went on to say, hey, because of all this, hey, listen, you're available next week. So am I. I'm going to go talk to Nick Aldis to make a match for next week between them two, that being Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. So that is likely to happen next week. Should be fine. But overall, I thought Naomi and Bayley went out there and tore the house down for what it was worth. To see who goes on to face Nia Jax. We all know it's going to be Naomi. It's going to be Bayley. I'm sorry. From there, we saw footage from last week between Andrade and LA Knight for the U.S. title, and how the end of the match, you saw Andrade was trying to go for the handshake, and LA Knight wasn't having it. So LA Knight is seen backstage. Andrade walks up to him, and he tells him, hey, listen, man, last week I want you to shake my hand, and you didn't do that. I lost all respect for you. And as LA Knight was going to say something, Carmelo Hayes attacks LA Knight, and we get the match. We get match number 6. We get Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and they literally went out there. Let me tell you right now, they tore the house down. This was probably the best match out of the 6. I know, Chief, you said it here in the chat. I don't want to see Melo versus Andrade for another 2 years. Keep far away from each other, and I get that. But when they go out there and they just do something different every single match, I'm for it. Like, there's that moment in the match where they're on the top turnbuckle, and Andrade looks like he's about to suplex him, and Carmelo counters it in midair into a cutter for a near fall. No matter what Melo did, Andrade found a way to kick out. And it's crazy because somewhere in this match, LA Knight shows up, and it causes a distraction, and it causes Carmelo Hayes to pick up the W. So Carmelo Hayes ties the series at 6-6. People are wanting to see match number 7. And you know what? I'm one of them too. I am one of them also. I do want to see match number 7 as well. And I do think you could do that. I'm not saying next week. maybe the week after Bad Blood, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes as well. Or if not, you know what? From the looks of it, you might add LA Knight to the mix. You could do a contenders match. The winner of the series gets a shot at the U.S. title against LA Knight. So we'll see how that goes too. But after this, we saw LA Knight and Andrade confront each other in the ring. And because again, Andrade's eyes like, yo, bro, you cost me the match. What are you doing? I had this match won and you ruined it. And LA Knight went for the handshake, and Andrade like, nah, I'm good. Walked away. He walked away. I talked about this earlier already in the review about Cody meeting up with Owens and Randy backstage to address their issue that they had. And I already talked about how Owens said he told Cody that to stay in the back, but Cody said, but Randy said to Cody, if anything, just come out of anything. We got a vignette for AJ Styles. He's making his return soon. Many people wonder what's been going on with AJ. We have not seen him, I feel like, since Backlash in Paris. I know there have been reports that they had nothing for him creatively, but he's making his return to SmackDown. Should be fun. I can't wait to see it. Let's see what happens with that. And also from here, we did get Michin versus Piper Niven. Next week is going to be Michin versus Chelsea Green in a dumpster match. Did not know about this one. Totally slipped me by. And I don't know what it was. Maybe something on commentary. Michael Cole referred to Chelsea Green as the Chicago White Sox of WWE. Damn. Just damn. I thought the match was fine for what it was. There was a moment in the match where Piper Niven went to like do an attack on Michin on the outside by the barricade where the dumpster was, a little trash can was there and stuff. And Michin got out of the way, and that helped Michin hit the eat the feet for the 1, 2, 3. So again, Michin gets the W, gives her momentum going into her match next week. Where do they go from here with the match next week? We'll see. Should be fine for what it is because again, it's Chelsea Green. You give her stuff like this, she can make it work. But I do think Michin gets the W here. But next week, we'll see. There was a video package previewing a triple threat tag team match, triple threat tag ladder match for next week. So there's that also. I believe it's between the Street Profits DIY and the Tongans of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa for the tag team title match. So that's gonna be fun. It should be a fun match next week. I already mentioned this earlier too. There was a backstage segment with Naomi backstage where Naomi congratulated Bayley. I already talked about this. Then Tiffany confronted her to make fun of Naomi, and they're gonna have probably a match next week. So there was that also. After this, we got the main event of the Bloodline. Right, we got the main event of the Bloodline of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And the match I thought overall was going pretty good. It was going pretty good. Just the back and forth, Orton hitting the power slams on both Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Just Owen trying to get the tag, right? Well, I want to say it was Solo Sikoa holding on to Owen's arm and stuff. Everything was going good until the end. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa came out to cause interference, and this led to Cody Rhodes to make an appearance. Owen told him to stay in the back. Do not show up. Stay in the back, right? That is what Kevin Owens told Cody Rhodes. Stay in the back. Do not come out here. Let us handle this. But remember, Orton told Cody, if shit hits the fan, come on out. We will need you. And what do you know? Orton, make Cody come out to the ring, right? And Cody was, again, trying to help out. And there's somewhere in this match where Owen was, I guess, had the match one, hit the stunner on I want to say Solo Sikoa. Hit the stunner on Solo Sikoa. And then I think it was Tongaloa or Tomato, one of the two, who threw Cody into the ring. Cody hits the referee right on the leg, right on the ankle. It looks like the referee literally did a number on himself there on the, well, you already know. And Owen's like, what the hell? What is this? I had this match won, and that caused a distraction, and it led to Tama Tonga hitting the super kick, the Samoan spike for the 1-2-3 on Kevin Owens. And then we see at the end there, again, it makes sense too, because again, Tama Tonga, I'm sorry, it makes sense for Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. They are the ones who are challenging, who will be going up against Roman and Cody at the PLE. So you want to give them momentum. And then you see like Kevin Owens is upset about all this. And he gets into Cody's face, trying to shove him away and stuff like that. And they're just trying to, again, Orton trying to break this up. Orton, again, I don't really think he told Kevin that, oh, I told Cody to come out. I think he just told him right there on the spot. That's on Orton, though, at the same time, if that is the case. And it ends with Cody and Owens hugging, right? Orton making peace for everybody. But until when, we don't know, man. I do think real soon, maybe at Bad Blood, we finally see Kevin Owens snapping. Maybe he's during the match. We'll see. But that was SmackDown as a whole. I thought SmackDown, again, was a good show. Got me excited for the pay-per-view. I'm sorry, the PLE. I'm sorry. Thoughts on Tiffany? Thoughts on Nia threatening Tiffany? Looks like Tiffany's cashing soon by the look in her eyes. Yeah, it does seem that way. But with these cash-ins too, I mean, you know it's happening. I just want them to milk it just a little bit longer if they can. But we'll see if they even go through with that. We'll see. The passive aggressive comment by KO is layers upon layers into the story. Absolutely, Chief. It is. Absolutely, it is. But nevertheless, that was SmackDown as a whole. Unless I missed something, I'm really pretty sure I did not. Right? Makes you think, tonight, where was Giovanni Vinci? Nothing of that. But yeah, overall, that was SmackDown as a whole. I'm trying to reload here, trying to see if they added something. No, that was basically SmackDown. I thought SmackDown, again, was a very good show and makes you look forward to the PLE coming up next week. Again, just to give you the heads up, the plan for next week is to do a preview of Bad Blood on Thursday. So we'll keep you posted on that. Also, if you have not yet checked out the other content that we did on the channel on Thursday, literally yesterday, myself, Romeo, Walter, Chase, Paul joined us too for a little bit. He was angry. We did a recap of SAD, something about Dynamite, but it was more about our week of our day in New York. Myself, Walter, and Romeo had a good time in New York City. All right. Do you think an extra hour will improve SmackDown? I think WWE will do what they want to do. If that makes them more money, so be it. To me, I'm good with 2 hours because I've just been accustomed to SmackDown being 2 hours for so long. But it depends how much money they're going to get from it. I think 3 hours can improve if you give time for everyone. You can't tell me, oh, we don't have time for someone, but your show is 3 hours. What are we doing? But time will only tell. I would hope not. I would hope it does not become 3 hours. There's talks that it will be 3 hours, I think. Something I heard about that. But at the end of the day, WWE will do what they want to do at the end. But I do want to talk about this real quick. There's reports coming out today regarding the Lucha Brothers from AEW. Now, if you guys know, the Lucha Bros are expected to be WWE bound. So we thought looks like Tony Khan has decided to add more time on Penta's deal because of injury time. A lot of people seem upset about this. A lot of people I've seen on social media saying, "Oh, Tony being very petty. Tony Khan is not right what he's doing." And listen, I'll agree. I think it's very petty. To my understanding, Tony's going to be likely adding a year to Ray Phoenix's contract, meaning we won't see Ray Phoenix in WWE until another year. Penta, I think, is already good to go, but I just think again it's very, very petty on Tony Khan. It is. However, Tony Khan is well within his right to do so. At the end of the day, he is well within his right. I know people may not want to hear that. People might give me an L for this, and that's fine. It's very petty. That's low for TK. They help grow AEW, let them move. And I agree with that. But at the same time, if they sign a contract, and I think Chase said this in our group chat, and I agree with this too. This has, at the end of the day, this has more to this blame has to be on the Lucha Brothers management team to not realize that. Because again, it seemed like, Penta a couple of months ago was saying, yeah, we're WWE bound. He was telling people they're WWE bound, and now this is happening. Just because TK had the right doesn't mean it. And I agree with that. Doesn't make it right. But at the end of the day, TK has that option. I think people are starting to also realize that Tony Khan is not so, he's not like, I remember people were saying, oh, Tony's like one of us, man. Really? Is he really? I don't think so. Guy's a fucking billionaire. If he wants to be an asshole, he'll be an asshole. At the end of the day, I don't agree. I do not agree with this at all. With what's going on. I think honestly, if you want to make things right, have the Lucha Brothers put over teams on the way out. Let them go out. You know what? Give them a good send off, right? If you want them to put over the Outrunners, so be it. I like the Outrunners, actually, believe it or not. I do dig the nostalgic gimmicks. I'm a fan of that, right? If you want to put over, FTR, have them put over the Outrunners on the way out, so be it. But let them do that and then let them move on. But, hey, that's contracts for you, man. That's contracts for you at the end of the day. But that's going to be it for me, man. Again, I hope you all enjoyed this pilot episode here of SmackDown TakeDown. Hopefully, Paul is happy with this. Again, I sincerely apologize to Paul, the investor. I know he was disappointed with us not doing a Raw rundown on Tuesday. And again, all I want to do is make things right. He knows that. You think the Lucha Bros walk out or do a non-compete for a while? That's the thing. No matter what happens, they're in a tough situation. I think Penta's good to go. But I think it's just Ray Phoenix, because Ray Phoenix was the one who had the injuries and all that stuff. So, and I don't know if WWE is willing to just bring in Penta for now, or does WWE want to bring them both as a package? The Lucha Brothers. Well, we don't know. But I do think the Lucha Brothers, will they walk out? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna go to that measure to just walk out. No, I don't think so. I think they're professionals enough. So it's one of those things where you got to just sit back and just watch all this play out, in my opinion. All right. But that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this pilot episode of SmackDown TakeDown. Not sure if there'll be an episode two officially, but if there is, we'll keep you posted on that. I'll keep you posted on social media. All right. Like I mentioned before, check out the other content. All right. Thank you all for watching. If you have not yet, subscribe to the secondary channel, ATB Clips. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. Follow me on X at Heel Steven. Thank you all for watching. For myself, for the gang, this has been the SmackDown TakeDown here on the Around the Point Network. Good night, everybody.